By the way, did you know that you're also in my blog at the moment, live? It's not quite live because there's a bit of a lag. The lag can be anything from a few seconds to a minute. But this is coming out of my cell phone and is going straight into my sites here. And when the presentation is finished, this will be a downloadable video. I didn't turn on the audio because we're recording the audio on several things anyway, and it slows it down when there's audio on there. But this is another kind of way in which you can start to see that you can be remixing things using technologies that the kids have access to. Even if every learner in the school doesn't have a video-enabled cell phone, there's probably a couple of them that do. And so they can be having assignments to do where they simply broadcast the video from their cell phone to the... You see the flash? That was like probably 5 minutes ago, huh? So it's way behind. But when the video is finished recording and you download it, it plays back at a normal speed. So you could use this as a means to give learners assignments to do in which they record something, go to the community, record an interview with a senior citizen about what it was like when they were young and before there was internet and all those things, because a lot of kids these days can't imagine a time when there was no internet. The video material itself then can become a source of remix. So you can take the video, you can edit the video using free tools. Everything that I'm showing you here can be done with free tools. There's no cost, there's no licenses, there's the only thing you need is you need to have at least one computer in the school to do the editing. And you need to have at least one person with a cell phone that is willing to engage in something like this. So the days when you needed to have an expensive video camera like this one here, in order to do this kind of thing, are gone. You can do it with ordinary technologies that are well within the realms of likelihood that they exist within any given school. Even a relatively impoverished school is likely to have somebody, even if it's a teacher, who has one of these phones with a video camera in it. And that's all you need. That's it. Simple. Okay, so now I'm going to just turn this around using my super duper invention, which I invented this morning for holding the cell phone. And this is called a cell phone book end or something like that. Anyway. Probably staring at my belly button there at the moment, so let me just try and change it. Now it will fall off, so I'll put it around this side, and maybe that's okay. So that's when I talk about rap and remix as a metaphor, I'm talking about some of these kinds of technologies which are readily available, easy to use. I've got in my pocket here my iPod. A lot of kids these days have either smaller ones than this, mostly, or make sure I haven't turned it off, or some other kind of MP3 player that has recording capability, or a cell phone that has recording capability. And all you need to do is put it in your pocket or go out into the community. Again, I use the interviewing a senior citizen story, but you could be doing a project on shipping, for example, and you went to the waterfront and interviewed the harbor master or whatever. There's plenty of educational applications of this kind of technology. Don't need any sophisticated tools to do the editing. Everything that you need is available as free software, either that will run on either Windows or the GNU Linux operating system or Macintosh. And so you only need one computer to be able to do the editing. And you can register on the social content site, and you can podcast that on there. If you've got an audio file there now, you can actually go onto that site register and you can actually create your podcast right now and have it up before the end of this presentation. So it's really easy stuff to do, and it fits with the kinds of technologies that young people have access to. Even if every single, I mean, I want to make this point. You know, I've spoken to teachers and said, well, you know, our kids are all poor. They don't have cell phones that have this capability, and so I said, prove it to me. Go back to your school and find out. And sure enough, in a school of 300 or 400 learners, there's going to be at least, even in the poorer schools, 5 or 6 people that have a cell phone that has audio capability. And usually among the teachers, there will be more than one cell phone with video capability. So it is possible to do these kinds of things in schools.